Hello, beautiful, and welcome to the Prosperous Womb. Today, I'm answering the question, how do you use email marketing to get visibility and create profits in your business? Specifically, the question is, how do you create visibility and make profits with your email marketing? So, in 2017, when I started coaching, I created a website that I knew was going to grow with me. And I knew that the key to creating clients, whether it was high ticket, low ticket, mid ticket, no ticket, was giving value and giving people what they wanted, creating a journey for them so that when they come into your world, you can continue that journey and they know where they're going and what they're going to get, basically. So I thought, what is the most high value, easiest way at the time to give value and let people feel great for giving me their emails? So I created a quiz. And the quiz at the time was a spiritual life purpose quiz, which asked you, where you were in life, were you satisfied, and you rank different parts of your life. And then based on how many points you got, I was able to create content to match whatever it is that you wanted to experience. And then in 2018, I upleveled the quiz to business clients. And I used my 7-step midwife signature system to create quiz questions around midwifing your gifts, niching down, creating your signature system, pricing, packaging, positioning, messaging, marketing, sales, and scaling. And I asked questions that allowed me to see where people were in their business. Not people, but at the time it was just women entrepreneurs. It was attorneys, accountants, and coaches. In 2019, I niched back down to just women coaches. And the answers to the quiz gave clients a perspective of where they were in their business, what the gap was, and they were able to feel empowered because they were ranking themselves based on mindset, skill set, strategies, and systems. And they could tell what they needed to work on, so it was easier to identify what content to send out. I also created a money mindset ebook, which at the time I was selling for $37. And in 2019, I made that free. It's another high value option for coaches who were coming in, because at the time, a lot of coaches were coming to the email list. And it gave me the opportunity to see what people wanted. I could tell who was downloading the quiz or taking the quiz and who was downloading the money mindset ebook. And then in 2020 during the pandemic, I created the 100K high ticket coaching offer playbook, because at the time I was attracting women who really wanted to get into the high ticket space. And so I turned the quiz off because it wasn't really giving the value that they wanted. A lot of people were downloading that, but then they'll send me an email saying, hey, can I get the money mindset ebook and the 100K offer playbook too? So I turned the quiz off, and now I have the 100K offer playbook, because a lot of women who come in are struggling or find it challenging to create their irresistible high ticket coaching offers, and they find it challenging to create the clients that they want easily and mastering sales. So the 100K offer playbook gives that to them from day one, and they can hit the ground running to start working, midwifing their gifts and creating their offers. The money mindset ebook gives them the space to work on their mindset while they're creating their offers, so they don't have to wait. It can happen concurrently. So that's the high value lead magnet I use to attract women coaches into my world. The second thing I did was segment my email list. Okay, I segmented the email list because I wanted to know who was downloading the 100K offer playbook, who was downloading the money mindset ebook, and who had taken the quiz. Because when you segment the list, then you can create a client journey for people where they come in because they want money mindset, and you curate your content to fit that topic for them because you have an offer that matches them eventually. You can curate, then I can curate the people who come in for the high ticket profit explosion thing with the high ticket coaching offer playbook, and I know how their journey is going to go. It also allows me to see how they're interacting with content and make better decisions when it comes to observing the metrics and the KPIs and the data, because data does not lie. Now, the third thing I did was once they got on my email list, I found it really challenging to create subject lines, subject heading lines that were entertaining, had value, and made people want to click. In 2017, my open rate was probably 11% because I was sending out dry stuff. It was very theoretical, I was in my head. I just had done all my certification courses, so I was still in theory. I didn't have too much experience in the thing that they wanted the most, And so it took a while for me to create subject heading lines that were more valuable, more entertaining, more click-worthy, more I want to open this. So the rates have gone from 11% to now 54% open rate. And on a good day where it's a personal email, I'm talking about my behind the scenes, it goes even higher, all right? And then the fourth thing I did was to create engaging content. Again, when I started, my content was dry. It read like a legal memo. It was first, second, third, next, in conclusion, like it literally read like that. And I'll get comments saying, oh my God, you're such a litigator, you're such a lawyer, you need to calm down. And so I took a couple of courses, learned how to write content, learned how to create stuff that people want to read, that are bite-sized and you can just swallow and be done with and get the stuff you need and go, take action on it. And I learned how to not tell people what to do and just invite people in to consider co-creating things for themselves. And I saw that was more activating for potential clients because it was more engaging. I started getting people who hit reply, 40% of my list would hit reply. And remember, I was sending emails out every day, every single day, 5 days a week for like at least 5 years. And then last year I switched to 3 days a week. So it was very engaging. I would get feedback. I would meet up with people for coffee from my email list. It became intimate. It was like having pen pals, basically. So those people will forward my emails to their friends and say, hey, look what she said. Or they will share it on their social media, and then it will get more visibility and people will come on. And at the time in 2017, I was on Instagram and I was on Facebook. So I would share all the emails to Instagram and Facebook at the time. I got off social media in 2018, I believe, so I stopped sharing them. But people still do, so I get visibility from that. And I also share it with friends and family, so they forward it to other people, and people just forward. I have a sentence at the end of every email that says, please share this email because sharing is wealth and caring and love. And so people share the emails. The other thing I do for the profit part is creating a clear call to action, okay? I sell in every email. I give high value in every email. And if you're on my email list, I sell in every email. So when I say I sell, I send 3 emails out a week now. It's not like I sell explicitly in every email, but there is a place to click to buy something in every single email. For example, in today's email that's going out, because I send emails Monday, Wednesdays, Friday. In today's email, I have 4 spots open to my high ticket profit explosion MP4 experience, which is where it's a 90-minute call. We get on and we work on your messaging, your pricing, your positioning, your profits, and your packaging. And I have 4 spots open for March. So I send that out today so they can book their spots today. It doesn't mean that people are going to be like, oh my God, she's selling. In the last 6.5 years, I have trained my email community to click. I have trained them to know that I am selling things. I have trained them to know that when they come on my email list, I'm going to give them value and that I'm going to sell to them. And if they don't want it, they can just read the email and click off. If they want to buy, they can click the button to buy or to apply to work with me, because usually it's not to buy something, it's to apply to work with me. But for that particular offer, it's a click to buy now. And that is okay. When I started doing the call to actions, I at least 10 people will unsubscribe every time I sold something in 2017 and 2018. And now maybe just one person unsubscribes, and it's usually somebody who's new, because I guess they're used to coming in and having a nurturing sequence from a coach for like 3 weeks, and then somebody sells something. They don't know that I send emails every day or every other day, so I don't have a nurturing sequence. So they think, oh my gosh, I came on and she's selling to me today, because they just came on at midnight, and in the morning they get an email with a sale thing in it. But no, so that is how I sell. And when you sell through email, your sales double, because you're talking to somebody one-on-one. They're off social media, they're off whatever, and they're now in your community, and it's one-to-one. There's no distraction, there's no cute cat video or cute puppy video, there's no ad scrolling down. It's just them reading your email. They know you, they're used to you, they trust you because you give them value every week. I recommend sending emails 3 days a week at least. And so it's easier for people to just make a buying decision. And when you send emails 3 times a week or 4 times a week or every day, you're top of mind for them. So when they're ready to buy, there's always an opportunity for them to buy, because you're always selling. If you are selling every quarter, maybe they wanted to buy last month, but you were not selling anything last month. So to create profits, you first have to market, then make an offer, then sell, then get the income, and then rinse and repeat that several times. Then you create profits, because income pays the rent and profit creates legacy. So you want profits, right? Now, the 6th thing is automation. I automate everything when it comes to my lead generation, in that sense, with the emails, because there's no way, sometimes I'm on the coaching call with a client and she would say, oh, you just sent me an email. Your email just came through. Well, yeah, it's automated. I'm not going to sit here at 11 o'clock and send you the email, right? So automate. That leads to profit. It cuts down on your time. There's no team member that has to do it. It's already done and taken care of. And I batch everything 90 days ahead of time. So all my emails for the quarter are done at the end of the last quarter. They're all batched out. Now, during COVID, that was a problem, because they came off as tone deaf, because they were written 90 days before all the stuff was happening. So I had to actually go in and change things around so the messaging didn't come off as, tone deaf, because people were going through a lot of stuff. So I had to do that. But ordinarily, I batch everything 90 days ahead of time and it goes out. Now, when people reply to me and I want to include their reply in another email, I will go in and make edits to the email to add in whatever it is I want to say based on the feedback I got from the last email, all right? And then the 7th thing is KPI metrics. KPIs. Monitor your KPIs, measure them. Data does not lie. So every 2 weeks, I check the open rates, the click rates, and the conversion rates. And it helps me figure out what content is getting more engagement. It helps me figure out what people want. And I send out surveys every quarter. I need to, probably do that monthly, but I do it every quarter to say, hey, what is working best in your business? Like, what are you having the time of your life with? What are you struggling with? And then again, I go through my 7-step signature process, the midwife process, and checking with their midwife in their gifts. I check in with their niche. I check in with their signature system. I check in with their pricing, packaging, and profits and positioning. I check in with their messaging. I check in with their marketing, their sales, and their scaling to see what do I need to really dive into. And for my email list, every month is a new topic. So every quarter we have a theme. Like for 2023, Q1, the theme is simplicity. And every month we have a theme. February's theme has been profit-sucking money habits. And so next week for March 1st, we're going to start something new. They get that because it's already done, it's already drafted, it's already in the automation workspace to go in to them, and they get the new topic on March 1st. So that's what it is. It's basically creating a website or a landing page, creating high value, high ticket lead magnets, engaging with your people with subject headings that convert, and creating content that makes them want to share it because it's either funny or it's valuable to them in their business, or because it's something about your personal life that they want to share with their friends, or it's pictures of your vacation, like whatever it is. My email list is like my Instagram. That's what it's like for me. That's where I share my world, because it's intimate, and they've raised their hands and said, hey, I want to come into your world. It's different than just blasting my life on, on the internet. And then always have a clear call to action. You don't need to sell in every email. I highly recommend it, because I think when you sell every day, then you're able to capture people who want to buy. Now, when you're selling high ticket, you don't sell every day. So I don't sell my supernatural offer every day, because that's by invitation only. But I have 3 other offers that I sell in my email all the time. The first one is my high ticket profit explosion workshop. That's $250. And so once the website is ready in March, they're going to hear about that every single day in every email, because it's just $250. And someone might be having a niching problem or packaging problem or pricing problem. And their high ticket profit explosion workshops for all of those 7 things in the signature system. The second offer that I sell all the time, that I sold today in the email, is the high ticket profit explosion MP3 experience. MP3 stands for messaging, pricing, packaging, positioning, and profits. Okay. And so every time I'm opening that up and I want to work with people in that offer, I sell that. There's no application for that one. It's only $2,500, and I sell that in my email list. There's always someone who wants to spend 90 minutes adding or 10xing or 15xing their profits. The third thing I sell in my email list is my high ticket profit explosion VIP day. I do 1 or 2 a quarter of those. And those are $25,000. So that's by application only. So for that, when they click, it's an application link. It's not give me your credit card information. It's application, because I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to spend a whole day with you in a luxury hotel. And Supernatural, I stopped selling on email, but they all know about that, because I have stories about Supernatural or behind the scenes with client stories that they get to hear. And so if anyone is ready for Supernatural, they get to apply, because the link is always on there. But there's always something to click, whether it's an article that I found online for them, whether it's a book that I recommend for them, whatever it is, every email has a click button for buy now, invest now, apply, or here's this funny thing I saw online, or here's this funny YouTube video with a cat in it, like whatever it is. And that is how I create visibility for high ticket profit explosion and actual profits in my business, because honestly, selling to your email list doubles your sales, it triples your sales, and it creates profits for you without you having to without you having to struggle or work harder than you need to. It's one of the wisest ways I've found to sell high ticket coaching offers, other than creating a dream list and working to create high ticket coaching clients, or blogging or emails or podcasts and things like that. Another good thing that happens on the email list is that you get invited to podcasts, because people see you and come on there and invite you to their podcast. I also got my first high ticket speaking engagement from my email list. The AICPA, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants in Pennsylvania, found my blog. They got on my email list, and then they invited me to a high speaking engagement to all the CPAs in Pennsylvania to talk about high ticket sales and how to make high ticket profits in your accounting firm so you can be a rainmaker. And imagine that, like, I didn't apply for that. I didn't go looking for it, just because they found my blog and got on my email list. I also get all my podcast invitations have come from people finding my blog, getting on my email list, reading my emails for a couple of weeks or days, and then reaching out to me to be on the podcast. Another great thing that happens on the email list that really, really, really triples your profit is if you have VIP days. Like for me, I have the high ticket VIP day, the high ticket profit explosion VIP day. So let's say I'm going to California for the weekend or for 4 days. I'll send an email out to my list and say, hey, I'll be in California on this day, and I'm thinking of opening up a VIP day. Who is up for a VIP day in California? So you can go on vacation and actually create a $25,000 day because you sent an email out to your email list. You can do it on social media too, obviously, but I'm just saying your email list is such a very intimate community that it's the perfect place to just be on vacation. Take 1 day from your vacation, or add 1 day to your vacation, do a VIP day, or host a workshop, or do whatever it is you need to do, and meet the people who are in that city, okay? So let me know how this lands for you, and let me know the ways that you watching this, you fabulous female coach, use your email to create visibility and high ticket profits in your own coaching business. And if this has been valuable to you, subscribe and come back for more, and get on my email list. Why not?